Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a new deck that revolves around Dark Cavalry. So let me start by saying, I know Neos is played out, I know Neos is everywhere, I know it's super over it, I'm super over it with you too, but it's this card that really brings Neos back, Keeper of the Dragon Magic. It's just too useful. It turns a Break Neos in your hand into a poly, and then you get it on the field. That's just amazing with one super rare, guys. So he really brings Neos back. And if you're going to use him in anything that's using two polys, it just works out great, guys. All our cards are serving dual functions, and that's when you have a lot of synergy in your deck, and then it's even harder to brick. So Neos really fits here. We're not just splashing him in carelessly. If you watch my videos, you know I don't usually do that, so I use Neos, but only when it's like pretty vital. So anyway, it revolves around this new Dark Cavalry, which is actually pretty strong. It takes a Dark Magician and Warrior type. That's why a Neos in your hand works well, and a Blaze Man who will search a poly and is a warrior also works very well. So he'll inflict piercing like a lot of Gaia monsters, but when a card or effect is activated that targets a card on the field, so even your enemy's card, not just targeting your cards, you can discard one card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Very strong effect, very meta relevant, so getting him out is relevant. And of course we're just using 3 Brave Neos, 3 Dark Cavalry, very simple, 3 polys, 3 Neos Fusion. Even when you've blown through all your Neos, thanks to Keeper of Dragon Magic, you can still get all 6 summons off deep into the duel. Not that you're going to consistently do that, but yeah. So, and then we're using 2 King of the Swamp and 2 Blaze Man to search. King of the Swamp also serves as another Dark Magician. Blaze Man also serves as another warrior. So we have 5 Dark Magicians, 5 warriors, 9 ways to search polys, and then a Treacherous Trap Hole. That's how simple a deck is, guys. So as you see, 5 Dark Magicians, 6 polys pretty much, just think of it like that, and then 5 warriors. Very simple way to build a deck. Toss Treacherous right on there. 3 and 3 in our extra deck. The only thing that really leaves is the skill. I'm using Beatdown. You can pretty much use anything, even just the generic utility skills like Sealed Tombs or Mind Scan or stuff like that. Goes super easy, guys, and it's actually pretty strong. It's actually a pretty strong deck. I think it got me to rank 2, Legend 2, and it was bouncing around up there. But it's pretty strong, guys, so definitely check it out. Sorry if you're tired of Neos. You're not going to just see Neos everywhere, but he really fits here, and thanks for watching, guys. Okay, here we are versus Joey Wheeler. Going first. This deck can go first or second with Dark Cavalry because of that negate. It's just so strong. You can really mess up your opponent's plays too. So here, we have 2 polys in hand. We're about to have 3 polys in hand, but no real play beyond that. So we're going to just sit a Neos on the field, because I am anticipating 6 Samurai with this Warrior Field spell, Saint Sogen, however you say that. And then we pull a Dark Magician. We're not going to make a Cavalry yet. It is in fact 6 Samurai, so we get a Search and Neos Fusion. So far so good. Here he gets his Dojo. He's got a normal summon a Keyzon, special summon a Fuma. You know what that means. Shien. Now he's going to hit us with Backs to the Wall. That brings these out, and I think they'd be destroying the end phase and he'd take damage if they were still on the field, but they're not. It's just another Shien. So he's hit me with a double Shien, hitting me with a Concentrating Current, guys. Are you kidding? Concentrating Current? We didn't have a Neos Fusion in the grave. With Concentrating Current, you can only attack with 1 monster. That's why he wasn't able to swing with the second. Here, we get our Dark Cavalry this time. Plenty of cards to discard. We don't want to get our Neos Fusion negated. We're at 3,800. Here he tries to use Concentrating Current. Has to target his monster. That means we're able to negate his own spell, touching his own monster, guys. And swing for lethal. Absolutely crazy. Okay, here we are fighting a Sartorius. Going second. Oh, gotta rank this poor guy down. But he is using Desperado, so we should be fine. Master of Destiny. Pretty good hand. He's starting with a cup of ace, so he's gonna have a really good hand. Sets and sets, 3 in his hand. We top deck another Neos. See, this is the beauty of Keeper of Dragon Magic, guys. Neos isn't a brick. It's like you brought out this Neos, you searched a poly. That's just amazing, guys. So we're gonna use the poly, use the Neos we had on the field, Dark Cavalry. Now we're free to use the Neos fusion that we searched. Neos on the field, we're using Beatdown, super massive, he does piercing. We pierce into the Blast Spider, that's gonna bring out a Desperado Barrel Dragon, but we already have a Neos fusion protection, so he's gonna swing at us. We're gonna endure the destruction, hit the Desperado, he does not have a second, then we get Keeper of Dragon Magic at the same time. He's activating his search, nothing to really worry about, he's already blown his Master of Destiny uses. Here we search another Neos fusion, and we hit him with Keeper of Dragon Magic. He's down to 100 life, guys. Almost lethal. Here he has a Prismatic Twin Barrel. He aims for, I'm sure, the Neos and misses. Has to pass his turn. Even our Keeper could take him, but we're gonna use another Neos fusion just in case. That's the third. And now we beat down. Go for lethal. Nice and easy, guys. Super quick stuff. Okay, here we are versus Loomis and Umbra. Let's see what they got for us. We're going first. 20 cards with an extra deck, so they're not a full potato. We're going to King of Swamp into a fusion card. We have a Dark Magician and a Neos. No bricks for us. That's a Dark Cavalry. Very nice. 2900, and our negate is live thanks to having a card in our hand. Here, we're looking at Chocolate Magician Girl. Threw away a Kiwi. But that's no problem. We're gonna normal summon a Blazeman, search a poly, so that's why King of the Swamp is very useful. He's another Dark Magician. I don't think they're gonna have anything that targets, so I'm not really worried about keeping Dark Cavalry's effect live. The piercing will be enough. With beatdown, 3700, we are too big to fail. Her biggest value is 1800, so even halved, we're over her by 50. You gotta do the math, guys. Then we get a swing with our big boy into the Chocolate Girl. Now it's just one card set. Normal summons an Alistair Invoker. Now this play is going to seem weird to you guys. I'll have to break it down, because this guy does some weird plays. You had to think about it. So here, he's gonna banish our King of the Swamp to bring out Coctius. Coctius can't be targeted. Here, he brings back his Alistair. Alistair's in his hand. Now he's gonna use his Alistair. Now first I thought this was a misplay, then I thought about it a little more. So he's gonna use the Alistair. He's gonna try to negate the Alistair now. But, problem with that, he's gonna try to negate it, discard the Debunk, discard the Parshath. What he was probably hoping is it would throw the Alistair back into the deck and he'd get to summon the Parshath. But the Alistair is gonna stay in the graveyard because it starts from the hand, sends to the graveyard, then it's negated. So it doesn't send back into the deck. It doesn't summon the Parshath. That was gonna save him. This turn it would have only killed that Dark Cavalry. He would have been vulnerable to this Dark Cavalry. Here now, he's probably has another one in his hand. He thinks the 3900 is going to be enough to get over this Dark Cavalry, but we top deck into a Neos. With beatdown, we're going to be 4200. That's over his now 3900. Hit him for 300. Hit him for more than lethal, guys. Super big damage. Crazy monsters. Okay, here we are fighting Zane. Going second. Going for a rank up. This deck was getting tons of wins, guys. This guy's using some sort of 27 card deck. Sets a card. We're gonna use our Keeper of Dragon Magic, throw that Neos out of our hand, and guess what? The Neos comes right back out, guys. It's such an amazing combo. It's like you just normal summon, search a poly, and set a Neos. It's amazing. So here we're gonna use the Dark Cavalry. Bring him out. He's gonna try to Treacherous Trap hole us. Dark Cavalry says no way. Throw away that Keeper of Dragon Magic. Still have a Neos Fusion, guys, coming with lethal. That's 2 different ways lethal. Has to scoop super quick. It's kind of stuff I'm talking about, guys. A single Treacherous used to be so strong. It used to shut down any synchro deck, anything, and we just pop 2 monsters on the field. Dark Cavalry shuts it down, and that's lethal, guys. That's pretty much the name of the game of the deck. It can lose to things like U-Bell. You'd have no out to U-Bell, so you'd have to do something tricky with your Treacherous, chain it to something pretty well to kill U-Bell right before you had lethal, and just other stuff like that. And you might be tired of Neos. I can totally understand if you're tired of Neos and you wouldn't want to run it. But it's still worth it, guys. If you have the King of the Swamp, the Blaze Man, totally try it out. It's nice and strong and fun. So thanks for watching, guys.